What an awesome result, guys. I'm not surprised. I called it. I actually said Arsenal would beat Tottenham. Like I said, my worry wasn't about Tottenham. My worry, like I said, was the Bayern Munich game and the subsequent games after that. So big congratulations to the boys, to the Arsenal. It was a fantastic performance. And quite frankly, if you've stayed close to Arsenal for years, you'd know that 15 years in a row, Arsenal have also just owned Tottenham at home. So the stats wasn't good for Tottenham. And our momentum this season also showed that we were absolutely going to beat Tottenham. Did I expect Eze to score 3 goals? Absolutely not. But I was hoping he would score, and for him to eventually score 3 goals, I think it just takes the cake for me. What a fantastic signing! What a fantastic day! You know what, guys? I was saying to myself that typically, we don't know who's going to have a good game in football. But the thing about players like Eze and quality players like Saka is that you hope that if they get those chances, they would actually bear it. And Eze is exactly what I'm talking about. So what I mean by that is, he's such a quality player that if he has those chances, you just know back of your mind that there's a very high probability he's going to score. So he should have scored 4 goals today, in my opinion. So, well, fantastic. In general, I think everyone was fantastic except for the sloppy moment by Izubimendi. Although he had a good game too. Rice, everyone was good. But someone I want to give a serious, I think that deserves a mention today is Hincapié. For you to come in and replace a player, a stalwart like Gabriel, playing at home at the North London derby, considering the pressure of that game, kind of exerts on players, and to still perform the way he did. I checked, he didn't make one single mistake, won all his headers, won all his tackles, every single one of them. So big kudos. If this is the sign of things to come, man, I am super positive. I'm pumped. Now, is it going to be easy against Bayern? We don't know. But big shout out to Hincapié for an outstanding, aggressive and professional performance. I thought our entire backline was superb. Timber as usual, Calafiori, Saliba again had a great game. I thought he wasn't like the main character, but he did his job. So and everyone in the backline did the job. If you ask me about a main character today at the backline, I thought it was Hincapié. Fantastic, and that's a big deal. Coming from Germany, your first home start in the league, all the pressure building up to this game. This is the biggest game for Arsenal every season. To be able to perform that way, replace Gabriel. We didn't miss Gabriel today. As a matter of fact, this game would have ended with just 1 goal on target for Tottenham, if not for the goal they scored, which was phenomenal, by the way, by Richarlison. So, going back to the attack, Mikel Merino, the jury is still out on this guy. He frustrates me. I'm just going to be saying, Mikel Merino frustrates me as a fan watching the game. But what is interesting about him is, despite the frustrations, he still finds a way to put his name on the chart. So again, another assist today, fantastic assist to Trossard. But there are just times when you're like, come on, man. This are easy passes. Just hold on to the ball or pass somebody else. But again, I think we have to just. He's frustrating to watch. I'm not going to lie. Very frustrating player to watch. But again, somehow finds a way to be effective when it matters the most. So kudos to him, but he really has to improve his game outside the 18-yard box. It's very frustrating. I think any other player you put in those chances, just do the basics, would actually score more goals. Saka was great. Not an outstanding performance, but really solid, effective performance. Should have scored, had a chance with the free kick. Not even the free kick, even with the ball he whipped in. That was quality. Trossard is another player that's very interesting. Trossard had a very good game from attacking perspective, but there are times when I just felt I just passed the ball a little earlier or made a different decision. But the thing about Trossard is a very decisive player. He actually affects games. I can see why any coach at all would always want to play him, because he's just unpredictable. And if you give him a chance to score, you know damn right he's actually going to score that goal. So great performance from him. It was good to see Madueke back. And being injured for so long, I'm excited about our squad players coming back, just because of what it means for players like Saka and Declan Rice and Odegaard to be able to come back and just kind of freshen up the squad. There are way too many games from now till January, so having as much players back is going to be key. See Mosquera as well. Big shout out to Arteta. I thought his the way he set the team up was fantastic. Really, really good setup. That's what I predicted. But it was the fact that the only way we could break Tottenham, because Tottenham set up to just defend the first half. But I knew once we scored, I knew we were going to score. They can't sustain that shape, so they changed in the second half. Fantastic day. We're 7 points now off of Man City, and I think 6 points off of Chelsea. Again, I am not worried about Chelsea. You and I already know. I've said it before. Liverpool are out of the EPL race. They're not going to win it. There's no chance mathematically, if I'm concerned, they're going to win. Like I said, no team has lost more than 6 Premier League games in the last 15 years and still won the league. Liverpool has now lost 6 games, and some of them are unexpected losses. So there's still some expected losses I expect them to lose. So going by that logic, they're out of it. City have now lost 4. I think it's 4, yeah? 4 games. So, and again, that was another, I would say yesterday was, in my opinion, was an expected loss. I expected City to lose against Man City. I called it, and they did lose. Just like I expect most teams will lose away to Newcastle. It is a tough place to go to. I saw it against Liverpool, even against Barcelona, even the Barca beat them, even when we beat them as well. You and I can attest, it was a very aggressive place to play football. So I knew City was going to drop points. I wasn't surprised they lost. So going by my logic, there are also some expected losses for City. So I can confidently tell you that the Premier League right now is between Arsenal and City. But I'm very, very confident. The way we played, our squad depth, the way we defend, I think we're still the team to beat. I think I'm going to say this. Arsenal will win the league. I'm going to keep saying it. There's nothing that suggests otherwise for me yet. Especially because of how we're defending, how we're playing, and most importantly, how our opponents are dropping points in places where they shouldn't. Liverpool had no business losing yesterday to Nottingham Forest at home. So congrats to Nottingham Forest. Anybody who goes to Anfield and beats Liverpool 3-0 should celebrate. It's a fantastic achievement. So going back to my prediction, I still stand by my prediction that Arsenal will win the league. This is yet another result that reinforces that statement. All in all, fantastic. Good to see no injuries. I know Calafiori limped up right at the end. Didn't look serious. I'm hearing Gabriel is out for 2 months, which is very frustrating. I'm hoping that's not true. I'm hoping he comes back earlier. But for now, seeing that even we're watching the game, they kept saying out for 2 months. So 2 months will be like early January or so, or mid-January. Hoping that's not the case. But whatever the case, this squad is equipped to handle. We have enough squad depth. Hincapie was outstanding today at the back. Again, we have the option to play Mosquera alongside, which is what I thought was going to happen. Or I expected to play Calafiori alongside Saliba, but that just tells you the depth. So Mikel has several options to play and still maintain the balance and still maintain the highest quality. It was good to see, again, guys, you can't make this up. So Eze was supposed to sign for Tottenham, then signs for Arsenal, and now gets a hat-trick in his first North London derby against Tottenham at home. Like, what a story. There's some kind of grace that follows this boy, and I'm happy. I'm happy it happened to Arsenal because can you imagine if he was playing on the other side? Eze is such a decisive player. He's so difficult to dispossess. He just dances on the game. So I'm so happy for him. You know, like I said, I was hoping he would score a goal, but to score 3 goals and, you know, win the game for Arsenal the way he did is just fantastic. I can't ask for anything else. It was a perfect day, perfect weekend for Arsenal. I'm sure every Arsenal fan all over the world is excited, just as I am. So, guys, super excited. We're still on top. The gap has increased, and kudos to the team. Cheers, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.